Oh, dude, I hear you. Levels are great. Levels are good. My levels are good. You're on the right microphone. Last time, for some reason, it didn't select the right microphone, so I was like, but like, it was too late. What are you gonna do?
How did that turn out, though?
That was fine. Who cares? Shout out Nerds Gummy Clusters. Shout out Nerds Gummy Clusters. You guys are great.
Are those infused or not?
No, they're just candy. They're phenomenal, though. I'm having a really good time. Been depressed. I don't know if you saw that national championship game.
Oh, man, I saw it. Oh, I absolutely saw it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We late to the draw, too. It's goddamn. That shit happened Monday. And we were coming in live. Unsportsmanlike Comics. Flag on us. Flag on us.
We're the worst. We suck.
Flag on us. Flag on the goddamn
We are YouTube's worst sports commentators. I stand by that.
Hey, you know what?
Stand by that. Put that on a t-shirt.
Hey,
we are YouTube's worst sports channel.
Hey, you know what? We gonna stand on business.
I'm gonna mark this because I'm gonna put the clip out. We gotta, we are officially. I am happy to say we are the worst. Rough. We suck.
I don't know.
No, we're great. We just suck at responding.
Yeah.
You know how whenever you hear anybody talk about shit and they're like, oh man, all you gotta do is show up. Half the battle is showing up on time and getting it done. We lose the battle. We lose a lot of battles. Oh shit.
Hey,
fuck. We lose a lot of battles, and one of them is the fact that sometimes we don't show up.
No, but it's been times when we have shown up before everybody has something to say. If you check the date of the cast when you listen to it, and you check the story the next day with the pros, we was on time. We was before. The only other people that was competing with us was Unk and Ocho Cinco for Nightcap.
I love
they was the only ones that was really right there with us as far as being first. You know what I'm saying, with the first reaction. I mean, besides the after shows and the analysis and all that shit, but as far as the pundits and the morning shows and all the popular motherfuckers, we's beating them to the punch. And it not just with our reaction to games, but also just analysis overall. We had subject matter before they had subject matter. So,
absolutely.
Listen,
sometimes we're good,
better.
And sometimes we're great. The problem is, sometimes, we just don't show up. But, we get there eventually, and we're here now. Coffee's coming to us live from Emotep's tomb in Cairo as we speak, ladies and gentlemen.
How's the Wi-Fi? Is the Wi-Fi good?
The Wi-Fi is phenomenal. That's Egypt, the ancient aliens. How the fuck did they notice that at Wi-Fi 6 all the way back then? They were taking brains out. They were putting internal organs in jars, and they were like, you know what? We need some motherfucking Wi-Fi in here.
Yeah, shit.
I like it.
Not the most desirable location to record from, because I was damn near in the trap. I was in the hood. It was cool. We had a high speed, you know what I'm saying? High speed, wasn't no delays. Everything was dope. But it's all good. Yeah, like I said, we out here in Cairo, doing some business, trying to see if Unsportsmanlike Comics can get some of that oil money,
oil money.
Trying to get with trying to get on that what's the group that's going against the PGA tour.
The Saudis.
The Saudis. What's the name of it?
Oh no.
What's the name of their golf group?
Murder Inc. I think. I don't know.
No, man, that's why we terrible.
Saudi.
What's the name of that shit?
Saudi.
I can't believe it. Mickelson and all of them in it.
Yeah. The LIV. LIV golf.
Live. We trying to get some of that live money. Hey, fuck it, man. Hey, listen. I'm an American all day, okay? But these colors are for sale. All right.
Oh, I don't. It had nothing to do with America. Saudi Arabia.
Hey, look, man, I don't give a fuck. That money green, Jack. Okay?
Oil.
Okay? I'm a black son bitch to everybody. All right? White, Americans, Frenchmen, Englishmen, Saudis, Sudanese. Okay? Look. All the Eases and Ands. Okay? Whatever.
You heard it here, baby. Dustin Johnson, Cameron Smith, you guys need a caddy. Coffee Black is your man right here, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm trying to do that commentating on Live, man, on one of them hoes, man, for like, like, of course, obviously for like their pro-ams and shit, like, well, like a pro-am, like, you know, the golf outings where they having special events, where they doing promotions and shit, not they tournaments, because we can't, like, I'm trying to be with my man JW on the 9th hole giving commentary, you know what I'm saying, at one of they golf celebrity outings. You know what I'm saying? Like making fun of the golfers as they approach, you know, giving good, colorful commentary, simulcasting. You know, look, that's good money. Okay, being good liaison and ambassadors. Okay, you can ambassador the shit, okay, out of golf.
Shake out there that in hot ass.
Look, man, shit. What you talking about, boy?
Shit. You know how much Tiger Woods turned down? You know how much Tiger Woods stood down?
I know.
No, like, do you know how much?
Damn near
seven, like between $700 and $800 million. Yeah.
Like, yeah. Look, listen. 10% of that wouldn't be bad, Jeff.
I would take 1% of that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I would take one. I'd like, if you want me to kill a journalist or something, maybe. You know, it depends on the zeros. You know what I'm saying?
Look, hey. All I'm saying is, man, just have my linen on deck, okay? All right, I don't want to get no blacker. If they can have me some, you know what I'm saying? Let me wrap up tight. Just keep the sand out my eyes, baby, and we can rock. All right? I'm there for it. Have my sandals on and my linen. I'm there to go. Give it to y'all, you know.
He's dressed like Lawrence of Arabia in my mind. Yeah. Like, that's just what it is. All right, cool.
like on the 9th hole.
God damn it.
A black and white comic in Saudi Arabia on the 9th hole at a Live event.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Heckling the golfers.
Honestly, I would watch it. I would watch it more.
Hey, man.
I would watch it more.
Dog, you got to have some Charles Barkley in there. You got to have
Coffee
some
Black
foolery,
gets
some
drone stroke. Drone stricken by a drone.
Oh, man. Look, okay. Don't think
These are the risks. These are the risks.
Look.
Let me ask you a question though, for real. Do we talk about Caitlyn or do we talk about Edey first?
Well, I dressed in all black because you know, I wanted to memorialize with my man in mourning.
It's been a rough couple days.
It's been a rough couple days for you, Chief. It's been a rough. I'm gonna tell you what. Caitlyn, first of all, they were 2 good games.
Caitlyn, yeah, that didn't affect me personally.
Those were 2 really good games as far as watching. If you're a basketball purist in a way, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
Like the strategy and all that other shit. But with Caitlyn,
she stopped playing defense.
Bro, she was tired, bro.
She stopped playing defense. I mean, whatever. Yeah, she was tired. I understand. Bro, it sucks.
Nah, man. Look, dude. She the distributor. She the main scorer. She do everything.
Did you see how many points that bench scored?
Shot.
Did you see how many points that bench scored? None.
Because they only go 5 deep.
None.
They only go 5, but they only go 5 deep, Jeff.
Well, you're not going to win a championship that way, obviously. This is what I'm saying. I mean, obviously, that was my thing throughout the entire game. They put that stat up 4 or 5 times throughout the game. They didn't have a single point off that bench. How the fuck do you expect to win in a tournament setting? How the fuck do you expect to go far to win, especially against a team like that?
And then again, Dawn Staley scouted right, and she used her dog. She came out that first quarter, said, let's see what it's going to be, how it's going to... Okay, yeah, she's going left. You saw Jackson put her hand up, push her away from going left. for the rest of the game.
Great.
For all the casuals out there, Caitlyn still had 30. She had 12 the next 3 quarters.
Yeah.
She had 12 points the next 3 quarters.
They
took her away from going left. It was real simple. LSU could have did. All the other teams could have did it. They just didn't do it. Why? I don't know. I don't know why Kim Mulkey had Van Leaf on her. And Van Leaf was sick too. I don't know what she was thinking, but that proved it right there. Oh, boom. Stop her from going left. Every time they stopped her from going, when she went right, she got blocked. When she dribble penetrated or turned the ball over. Every single time.
Yeah.
Nobody else could handle the ball. If, let's say, Caitlyn got injured, they was getting packed up, bro. She was the team.
Yeah.
She had to do everything, and she came up against a quality team that was like, nah, we not having this. We survived getting punched in the mouth by
Cardoso.
You. Now we finna pack you up. Yeah, we gonna pack you up.
Hall.
15 and 17. Double. Nasty.
Just
nasty.
Fucking killers.
57 rebounds.
Insane.
What was it? 57 rebounds. 20? 20 or something like that? Come on, man.
Tahina Pow. The whole lineup. Like, that team is a juggernaut. Like, they are insane.
And
like,
everybody
they didn't
coming
stop.
back. Everybody coming
Look
back.
out. It is just going to be running it back the same. It's going to be good to watch next year, too.
Everybody coming back. Everybody coming back.
It's going to be good to watch. So, yeah, congrats to South Carolina.
South Carolina. Yeah, man, it was dope.
It was a really good game. I enjoyed the shit out of it.
You know, and then you wanted to see, you know, if Caitlyn could do something in spite, because that's the part of being, here's the thing, when you a superstar, being a superstar is, okay, yeah, you can get that shit off that 1 year when everybody didn't scout for you, but now when people are scouting for you, and even after they've scouted for you and they put their plan in position, you break through it and still do your goddamn thing, right?
I'm
and
excited
still
to see
rise
how
to the challenge.
I'm excited to see how she turns out in the pros. I'm really curious to see what she's gonna do with like some equitable talent around her.
Right.
Old girl from South Carolina.
Equitable coaching.
That's what I'm saying. Old girl from South Carolina is there as well. Like, that team is stocked. That team is going to be stocked going forward. Like, Indy's going to be an unstoppable force in the WNBA.
I just saw something today that they said that the Fever will be, they will broadcast 90 nationally televised. 90% of their games will be nationally televised.
That's the Caitlin Clark effect.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was
so
like it's gonna be a good game. I'm excited for her. You know what? She had a great career. That was awesome. But this was South Carolina's year, man. Jesus Christ, start to finish. Like, I'm sorry, you had a great run, good game, good time. South Carolina's year. Congrats. Fuck.
Any other team, we would celebrate for being undefeated. You know how hard that is?
They were great. They were fucking great.
Every night they great. That's exhausting.
They were that
every
good.
night.
Every single night.
Every night. You getting everybody's best shot. Every single fucking, man, come on, dog. So which brings us to your boys, your alma mater. Neil Armstrong's alma mater. Where the engineers go, West Lafayette. Them Boilermakers, and we ain't talking about the drink, although I believe you had a few Boilermakers that night. I know I smoked on some of that Boilermaker OG. I smoked on some Boilermaker OG that night.
Yeah, we smoked that.
Yeah. It was rough.
It was a bitch. Everybody was a bitch. Everybody was a bitch. I can say it again if you want. And nobody wanted to fucking shoot. Nobody shot the ball. The game plan didn't change at any point. Zach Edey was missing shots throughout the beginning. The first half, Zach Edey was fucking cold as ice, okay? Wasn't doing very well. And I think that at that point...
You said the first half?
I feel like the first half, Zach Edey wasn't doing well.
No, them first 10 minutes.
Was it the second?
No, it was the second.
Yeah, okay.
No,
he's missing shit when he gets fucking cold, but nobody's backing him up. He has nobody backing him up. Nobody's trying to take threes. People are refusing to take shots.
Mm-hmm.
The offense just isn't playing. The defense isn't there. Nobody's getting boards. Like, I can't even say Zach Edey had an off night because he still had, 37 on the night?
Yeah, he had the majority of the point. I think he damn near almost had a 40-piece.
He almost had, I want to say he had 37 points. He didn't have over 10 boards, which that should tell you something. I don't think he had over 10 boards. I'm going to look at the stats, but, it was a rough fucking game. UConn is great. Don't get me wrong. UConn is fantastic. They were real as fuck. Back to back. Look at them go. Yada, yada, yada. But, man, Purdue could have put up a fucking fight. Well,
they did.
No, they didn't. No, if you weren't Zach Edey, they didn't put up a fucking fight.
No, well, listen.
They didn't fucking try. They didn't shoot.
They
didn't shoot.
They had a game plan. It was very evident. Everything moves through Edey. He was catching the ball on the right side, right? He was catching the ball on the right side of the baseline. 15 feet out. Pound his way in. Either jump, hook shot, elbow, bang, bang, bang. Get within the paint, put it in. Right? And it was cash. But that was their play. When they would try to shoot a three, they only they hit 1 out of 5. No, 2
it was
out
something
of 5
like
attempts.
Yeah, it was shit. The conversion was shit.
They were blocked, not from the side, not from a backside block. They was blocked hand up, face up, guard on guard. You know what I'm saying? With them attempts. So the offense was, it got to a point where it was like they were keeping it close because the game was very physical, right? That was the first thing. It was a real physical game.
And the refs were letting them play the whole goddamn time.
And they were letting them, man, they was letting them go. Okay? They was letting them go. And you could see the momentum start to shift right before halftime. Right, like it was that one right before halftime, the tip dunk.
Yeah.
That was electrifying. It was like, oh, okay, Purdue, they just switched it up. Here they come, and then it was when Edey would answer with 2, they come back with 3. Y'all are
they weren't missing, dude. They weren't fucking missing.
Yeah, they were very efficient, but they was going for the mid range. They hit timely threes. It wasn't like they was the Warriors just shooting the shit out of them.
No, that's the thing. They took what Purdue
threes.
gave them. They took what the defense gave them, and they made proper conversions.
And they also made adjustments with Edey
on the fucking
being
fly.
A rim protector.
Exactly. They made adjustments. Do you know what Purdue did not do during that fucking game?
Make any adjustments
at all.
They ain't make no adjustments. Now that they didn't do. And they did make one adjustment. They started to have Edey come up with a high screen and pick and roll. I was confused by it because you've got him coming all the way up to the 3-point line and then, cutting back down into the lane. But now he's being shaded, right? Like everybody's like, okay, we just gonna shade him. The guard is not able to get. They weren't being aggressive enough, right? They didn't believe in they shot, right? And then every time they would try to get it to him, it'd be a turnover or Edey would miss it because he's kind of catch the ball. He's trying to move without the ball and catch it in rhythm, right? To create a shot. It wasn't like he was catching it, stopping, gathering, and then going back up. They trying to get it to him in motion. You can tell he was uncomfortable with it. It was either a turnover or a missed layup, a missed shot, or he fumbled the ball when they would do those high screen pick and rolls, right? Like, it wasn't a give or go. It wasn't anything where you could tell he would be in rhythm. And that was their adjustment. Let's try to get him something easy. But none of that shit was easy. It was rough. It was rough. They made an adjustment. It was the wrong adjustment.
I think the other part that really bothers me at this point too is that Edey's gone, and that team ran through Zach Edey. He's gone after this year. I don't see Purdue making a serious difference for quite some time. I think that this run and last year's run are definitely going to put them in a better position recruitment-wise. But this was the window, and it just got slammed on my cock.
Well, first of all, that's the thing about college basketball, too, is now because of the NIL, right? Like, you don't have guys. Now, there's still teams, for instance, like UConn. The reason why UConn was so dominant was because them motherfuckers been together for 4 years.
Exactly.
The majority of that goddamn team been together for 4 years.
And look how cohesive and productive they were.
When you see teams like that make runs when the tournament comes along, it's because like the NC State, right?
It was a team victory. That's the thing, man. That team was on it.
They've been playing together, right? There's not a lot of one and dones like Kentucky and how Duke I have every now and again. Now because of the NIL with people shifting, I'm going here, I'm going here, I'm going here. You getting ready to have a whole lot more parity, especially with the bigger teams. Now, why would you be struggling with this team? Why would you be struggling with I'm trying to think of a team. I don't know, Louisiana Tech. One of them small schools, from the MAC or some shit like that, Like, you shouldn't be struggling. Matter of fact, you shouldn't be struggling with Oakland.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Oakland, you should not be struggling with Oakland.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, okay, dude. Why? Because Oakland been together for 4 years.
Right.
They ain't got kids coming in and out. They ain't got a whole bunch of one and dones.
But they were good, man. I mean, they were good, and they deserve that win. That fucking coach. I wanted to beat the shit out of that coach, though. Oh my god. Like
Dan Hurley.
If Dan Hurley ever sees this, and I mean this, I'm looking you square in the eye. I want to fight you. For no other reason than you act like a bitch on that sideline. You act like a bitch on that sideline, and somebody needs you to. I need to set that motherfucker straight. Somebody does. Of course, there's a lot of pent-up anger speaking, but I would fight that man in the street if he asked. Mutual combat. Hurley. I don't know if that's a thing in Indiana, but yeah, we can do it. We'll sell sponsorships. I'm gonna let you know
if you run up on him, he mean everything he say now.
100%.
He mean
100%.
I can attest to you. He will call you a bitch ass motherfucker. He gonna call you a bitch ass motherfucker. He gonna put some stank on it too.
And then we're gonna see what happens. I'm not gonna walk away. Do something about it.
He gonna put some stank on it, man. Oh.
So here's the other thing.
It was a good tournament. It was rough.
That's the other thing, man. It was a really fucking good tournament. Those teams were on both sides. On both sides. This is a great March Madness, man.
Great March Madness.
From a fan perspective, it was really cool to be able to have the whole tournament on HBO Max. I thought that was awesome. I don't have regular TV, just do the streaming thing, so it was really cool. I wish more sports would understand that. The NBA, we need to solve the blackout issue. The blackout issue is really pissing me off.
That is what I do not like about streaming.
That's the problem.
When it's broadcasted in town, right? When they have it nationally.
Yeah. It's dumb because it's cable bullshit. But the NBA app is my favorite sports app of all the apps. I have it. I've got it. I've had it for years now. And man, no commercials. They just show you the feed from inside the arenas.
They black out.
They black out for the Bulls.
NBA,
for
the Bulls, right? Yeah.
For your reason. I'm saying, typically, me, I watch West Coast basketball mainly. So I'm watching the Warriors.
Oh, you
shit
at
like
the game?
That. That's what I'm saying. It's amazing. It's fucking amazing.
You seeing them catch T-shirts and shit?
Yes, the MLB app is also pretty good. The NFL, but the problem is all these apps are getting pretty good. It's all getting to what we want. I want to be able to watch all the games. Maybe I want an overlay with some stats. Maybe I want to be able to choose which team's feed that I'm getting. I'd like to see the shit happening inside. Gotta get rid of these blackout rules, though, man. We gotta get rid of this blackout shit.
I do like being able to choose between if I want to have the home team broadcast or the away broadcast. I do like that. I do like that. You know, sometimes you can get Hubie Brown, sometimes you can get Kevin Harlan, right?
Yeah.
Listen, I love Kevin Harlan, but I'm a Hubie Brown guy too.
It's good shit though. I like the options. We are so close to perfection right now when it comes to sports streaming.
Yeah.
Right now, I have AEW Plus, and I definitely don't use a VPN to trick AEW Plus into thinking that I live in a foreign country so that I can access it. But it's amazing. Like, I pay $5 a month for this shit. I used to pay $8. Now I pay $5. I don't know what happened. But I pay $5 a month for this shit, and I get to watch all of their old programming, and every single show live, and the pay-per-views are discounted. Give me something like that, where I can, like, something like that. You know, obviously it's gonna be more for different sports things, yada yada. But my point is, like, give me good shit. Give me good shit like that.
Speaking of AEW, man, we had WrestleMania this weekend. Come on now.
We did have the WWE WrestleMania.
You weren't tapped in?
I'm not a big WWE guy. I'm not. That's not my shit.
See, you bucked the system when AEW came. We all grew up on the WWE.
I did. I stopped watching it though.
Not the WWE, the WWF, because we politically incorrect on this motherfucker.
Yeah.
We came to WWE, and then you went to AEW.
So I stopped watching wrestling like a long fucking time ago.
Me too.
And it was like, man, it got very, like, they changed it over. It went from TV 14 to TV PG. It became a very kid-centric shit. And I was like, it's not really for me. You know, we grew up with, like, the crazy Attitude Era shit. And it became very much so not that. So I got out. Fast forward, you know, I want to say to 2015, 2016, Chris Jericho wrestles Kenny Omega at the Tokyo Dome. And it introduces me to New Japan, which is this entirely different style of wrestling. It's like this Japanese style of wrestling that's very, like, sports focused, and they really take it seriously, and, like, it's focused on, like, high work rate and crazy shit happening in the ring. And I was like, oh shit, okay, so wrestling can be cool. And I started watching that, and then all those dudes that I loved in New Japan, like, because I fell in love with wrestling again because of these dudes in New Japan.
What year was this?
This was 2016. So this is 2016 when I'm laying in a shitty Mantino, Illinois apartment with my ex-girlfriend watching wrestling clips. I just, for some reason,
performed in Mantino, Illinois.
I'm sorry, it's a shithole. So I'm watching these wrestling clips, and it's like, yeah, dude, Chris Jericho, this dude that we grew up with, is now wrestling this dude in Tokyo, and they all got really good. Fast forward 2016, fast forward 2018, all these same guys put on this big ass fucking independent wrestling show at the Sears Center in Hoffman. 10,000 people. It's the largest independent wrestling show in North America that's not like a WWE event in, like, you know, a trillion years or whatever. I was there. My future brother-in-law Anthony and I, we were there at that event. It was amazing. From that night, they basically parlayed that into AEW. And it's this style of just high work rate, great matches, phenomenal performers, and so I just completely tuned off WWE. AEW was started by Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes just beat Roman Reigns in WWE for the WWE Championship. I got a chance to watch the match. Did you get a chance to watch that match?
I did. I didn't get to see it live. I didn't get to see it live.
What a spectacle!
But I did watch it. I had messages to my phone, you know, in the group, my brother's group chat, and so I went on and did my thing, and I was able to watch it, and I just chuckled at the ridiculousness of that script. Like,
it was so cool.
If you grew up with that, right,
oh my god,
anything you wanted, they gave.
You had it. Like, and it was God damn it.
Like we could have sat there, bro, and we could have smoked the spliff outside of the arena.
It's
like, dude, what do you want to see tonight? That's crazy. Like, wouldn't it be fucking dope?
Wouldn't it be fucking dope if The Rock showed up? Oh shit, there's The Rock. Man, wouldn't it be fucking wild if like the lights went out and then like the dong and then the fucking Undertaker showed up and then the Undertaker shows up? What the fuck?
Dog, that shit was crazy.
It was excessive in all of the best ways, in all of the ways that professional wrestling should be. It was that.
Just over the top plots, twists, ridiculousness. It was everything you could want. It was
great.
Everything.
Will I start watching WWE again? No, I'm not gonna do that. I don't have a lot.
WrestleMania is like the Super Bowl, bro. Like, even if you don't.
Yeah, dude.
Even when I stopped watching or stopped following every week, I did always have my, it is WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah.
Man, like, yeah. It's WrestleMania weekend. Oh, what happened? I don't remember too much that happened throughout the years. I mean, you had my man John Cena that was doing his thing, and it was a few appearances here and there, and big man. Like, but it's just WrestleMania is. We got the World Series, we got the Super Bowl. We got the NBA Finals, Stanley Cup, U.S. Open, Indianapolis 500. No, WrestleMania's got to be top 3.
I would say it's a top.
As far as events and like
singular
WrestleMania
events, I think it's a top 10 sporting event in America. But yeah, you named a lot of them. Yeah,
shit, it might. In America, shit, it got to be goddamn top 5.
Yeah, like you said, World Series, Super Bowl, Finals, Stanley Cup.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I put it over the NBA Finals, bro.
In terms of over viewership, right?
Just like
WrestleMania is able to get casual fans easier than the NBA Finals. However, a lot of people tune into the NBA Finals. A lot of people ignore the fuck. Yeah. I used to be, up until like 2 years ago, when I got the NBA app, because let's be honest, if we're from Chicagoland area, all we got is the Bulls, and I'm not watching the Bulls. God damn it, I'm not watching the Bulls. Fuck you. But I got this NBA app, and now I can watch like good basketball, and like, but I didn't give a fuck about basketball until the playoffs started about 2 years ago.
Until the playoffs started, but then around here you go in a bar, right? Yeah. But you go in a bar and you glance up and it's on the screen. It's something to have on in the background.
For sure.
But as far as like being engulfed, right, for the event, because it's still like the Super Bowl. The reason why the magnitude of the Super Bowl is so big, because it's one time.
Exactly.
Right? Like the reason why March is so big is because it's one and done. You got one shot. Yeah. It's parody. I don't have to be better than you. I just got to be better than you on this day for these 2.5 hours. Right?
So Super Bowl, Indy 500.
Right. Like the
WrestleMania.
Singular event. WrestleMania. To me, they have more of a lore, because it's just that weekend. You know what I'm saying? We got the eyes on us right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, even golf, like, we got the Masters this weekend, right?
The tradition unlike any other.
The tradition unlike any other.
I'm going golfing
for the
first time next week. I'm pretty excited about it. But yes, really? I agree. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Yes, it is that one and done. But, although nowadays it's 2 days. Now WrestleMania is a 2-for-1 extravaganza.
That shit fucked me up, though, because I did not know it was 2 days. Yeah. So, like, Sunday, I was watching the women's game Sunday, and motherfuckers was talking about WrestleMania. I'm like, thought WrestleMania always used to be on a Sunday.
Nights. It was both.
And that's why I hated it as a kid, right? Because we had to be at school that next month. I'd be like, this shit sucks. Like, WrestleMania need to be on Saturday. Then they was like 2-day event. I was on Instagram, and I was like, 2 days? What the fuck? Like, it's crazy.
And like, you know, I saw a couple of them. The Sami Zayn Gunther match used to be called Walter, like in Japan. This is not one of those dudes, like in Japan.
How do you know?
Get a chance. I know. This is like the night. This was the night 2 match was. The night was obviously Cody Roman. The night 1 match was Gunther, Sami Zayn. If you get a chance to watch that match, you know, smoke something and enjoy it, because it was the best WrestleMania match I've seen in a few years, to be honest with you. Like, it was fucking amazing. But something cool is happening tonight. Not to get, you know, we'll talk about this next one, but I will be saying this. So, like, you know, CM Punk got fired from AEW for, like, chokeholding somebody and going after the CEO, right?
Nah.
Yeah, that happened, like, back in August. Like, CM Punk came back and, like, choked out.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I did hear something about that. Yeah.
So and, like, you know, every single time that, like, it's been an option to talk shit about CM Punk, like, they bring it up to the CEO. They're like, oh, man, talk shit about you know, what do you say about this? What do you think about this? And every single time, he's like, oh, man, you know, I don't want to talk about it. CM Punk just gave this crazy-ass fucking interview, talked a bunch of shit about AEW, just massive amounts of shit about AEW. And so tonight, Tony Khan is going to be showing the footage of what happened backstage at that event, live on TV.
Oh, so AEW, they just roll with it.
They roll with it.
they roll with it. They give you the real.
I love it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to see what happens, and I'm pretty excited about it tonight. Now, I do want to talk about baseball real quick. I just want to talk about how hard it is
to get a no-hitter.
I did pitch a perfect game. You did come over to my house. I was playing the show, and I'm just like, so Koffe comes over to watch the Purdue game, and I'm sitting on my couch just like stressing out. Usually I'm like pretty ripped and I'm having a good time, and like you come into my house and it's very laid back, right? Like my house is a very laid back environment.
Yes.
But I'm sitting there like, hey, what's up, Koffe? How you doing?
Yeah, it was.
And he's like, he's just trying to talk to me. I'm like, yeah, dude, yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah, no, for sure. He's like, what's going on? I'm like, yeah, you know, just like 8 innings into a perfect game right now. And,
yeah, for sure.
Pitched that perfect game. I felt really good about it. So that was Jordan Montgomery. Hats off to you. Thank you very much for your service.
Man,
do you have any idea how hard it is to not want to just take my dick out and piss on the 3rd rail at the 35th Street red line stop? Like, I just want to dive down onto the tracks.
Why you riding the train, bro?
I don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to ride the train. I'm trying to kill myself. I'm trying to literally electrocute myself in front of that godforsaken stadium. Do you have an idea how fucking hard it is to be a Sox fan? Do you have an idea what I'm dealing with every fucking day? Do you know what?
I'm dealing with it for 40 years.
Eloy gets injured running the first fucking base. Joan Moncada, 3rd base. He's out for 3 to 6 months. Like 3 months. Do you know what he got injured doing? Do you know what he was doing? Take a guess what he was doing. He was running to first base. You are a multi-million-dollar paid professional motherfucking athlete. 3 players, 3 starting members of the motherfucking White Sox are down because they couldn't run to first base.
They wasn't running that fast either, I can assure you that. They weren't running. They weren't doing the 40. It wasn't the combine. It wasn't the combine 40. It wasn't the combine 40. It was rough. It was rough. That's why I drink. Until we get the sponsorship for this fine bottle. Y'all probably know what this bottle look like, but until we get sponsorship from Bucket, we on that Japanese whiskey tonight.
Stretch your hamstring. Have a conditioning routine. Do some sprints before the fucking game.
Boy, they down there smoking heaters and drinking 6-packs. Old style and Budweiser. Out of them 10, them 16-ounce 10, the 16-ounce 10 joints. That's what they doing. You know how baseball is, bruh. Baseball got the greatest spread in the world. That locker room spread something sweet.
Look, And I'm not saying that I don't respect it and appreciate it and love it. What? Because you know my favorite story of all time in the history of baseball. My favorite. So we just talked about this. Mark Burley, 14th inning, comes out in relief, Game 3 of the World Series. What was Mark Burley doing? He was drunk. He was trashed. He was trashed in the 14th inning in that clubhouse, drinking beer by the motherfucking keg. And he came out there and he pitched that relief inning. Trashed. He was trashed. I love baseball. It was coming
out his pores, man.
Don't get me wrong. That's why I love it.
He was sweating. That shit was coming up out of him.
If you licked Mark Burley, you could have got a buzz that day.
Shit, he was 40 proof. I believe he had a few shots too. I don't believe it was all beer.
I just don't get it. I can't know. Because here's the thing that I don't fucking understand, okay?
Oh, yeah,
this is a game. This is a game made for, enjoyed by, and perfected by fat motherfuckers. This is a game that has been perfected by fat pieces of shit for decades now. Okay? Pedro Martinez, Bartolo Colon, Mark Burley. Come on, Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth was a fat piece of shit that couldn't see his dick, but he hit 700 home runs. Okay? Pete Rose had titties, 4,000 some odd hits.
Red Sox? Big
Pop? You talking about Pop? You talking about David Ortiz?
No, not David Ortiz, but my other guy.
Also a fat fuck.
He went from Red Sox and he came to the White Sox for a second. He was a
Manny Ramirez?
He had a big ass stomach. What was his name? God,
talking about the closer, Bobby Jenks?
Was it Bobby Jenks? He was big. He had a big ass stomach. He was a big guy. He was a burly guy. Another out of shape motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Because this game
he's out of shape
just fat fucks. So here's my thing, and it's been this way since Babe Ruth. This game has been a game for fat fucks forever, okay? Babe Ruth wasn't
out of shape.
Fucking his abductor muscles up running to first base. Frank Thomas never fucked his abductor muscles up running around the bases when he hit 521 home runs and a 304 career batting average. Actually, I think it was 302. None of these people did that shit. What's happening at this point in baseball? And you can't tell me this doesn't happen around the league. Injury, I looked it up. I just did the research. Injuries like this don't happen around the league just willy fucking nilly. This is only happening like this on the south side of Chicago. What the fuck are we doing? I paid $30 to go park at this fucking stadium, right? I paid $30. It used to be fucking $20 less than 4 years ago. Less than 4 years ago it was $25, like 2 years ago. So you paid $30 to go park, okay? Get yourself a fucking $15 ticket. You're sitting in the goddamn nosebleeds looking straight down, okay? You're paying $7 for a fucking hot dog. You're paying $12 for a beer. You're paying $16 for a fucking milkshake. Ooh, this campfire milkshake that everybody's shitting their fucking pants over.
Them Hellman nachos is like $18, $19.
I don't give a fuck about any of those things because none of you motherfuckers know how to swing a bat. Fire everyone. Burn down the fucking stadium and somebody take Jerry Reinsdorf, put him in the middle of Michigan Avenue and let everybody take a goddamn piñata whack at him. Because that billionaire has been sucking us dry and giving us nothing for 20 fucking years. 2005 was a fucking fluke. I came in my fucking pants as a 12-year-old watching that shit. It's one of the best memories I'll ever have in my life. Do you know what happened 4 days after the White Sox won the World Series that year? My fucking grandfather died. It was amazing. It was his favorite team. He got to see them win the World Series, and then he leaves this fucking earth. This team means the fucking world to me, but they're terrible, and they don't give a fuck, and the ownership doesn't give a fuck, and the director of player development is hired as the fucking general manager? When the fuck have they developed anything? They've had Yohan Moncada, they've had Eloy Jimenez, they had Tim Anderson, they had all these fucking players. All this shit that we've traded for, we've built up. We had this fucking build, this rebuild for fucking years. Throughout COVID, all this fucking shit. Where the fuck has it gotten us? Nowhere. And you put the director of development that didn't do shit for development. We have no fucking players developed. One of the worst farm systems in baseball, and you let him run the fucking ship? What are we doing? Why is this even a fucking team? It's a minor league outfit, and I'm upsetting my dog. I'm sorry. I love you. I just woke Bernie up from a nap.
I wish we could have like isolated just you for that rant, because it would have been amazing. We can. That is so amazing. That was Jeff. That was beautiful.
I'm just angry. I'm sad.
That was a great rant, and I'm here to tell you, boy. Guess what? If this wasn't our production, we 100% was getting fired.
Yeah. I feel so bad.
If 1000, it was over, baby.
I feel so bad for Chuck Garfien and Ozzie Guillen. They have to do that fucking post-game play-by-play. Like, they have to do the post-game show every day. And they have to sit in that studio, and they have to watch 162 games. I know they're getting paid, but how much? Much can you? I get it. It's a job. That's not my point.
Man, Ozzie be high as shit. He gone off an edible. He know he got to do that shit for 30 minutes. Right?
You gotta watch
game 30 maybe an hour.
You gotta watch,
but it's not really. It's
smut.
not a real whole hour. So it's like 30 minutes.
You gotta watch a fucking block, smut film.
Like 3 blocks? Come on, man. Come on.
You're missing my point. My point is that they're in that studio and they have to watch this shit.
They not watching that shit.
Stop doing the thing. My point is it's terrible. My point is the team's terrible and everybody around. I feel bad for anybody that has to endure it.
What I'm saying is, what I'm getting you to see, Ozzie and them just like you, bruh. They not watching it. You know who's got to endure that? You know who's watching that along with you? The PA, the production assistant. The one that's giving those fuckers the notes on the bullshit. Right? Like, they watching Chicago PD. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a nightmare.
Motherfuckers,
it's been a nightmare.
And
that
his dicks
old
up in the back.
piece of shit that aided and abetted the breaking up of the greatest basketball team in the history of the NBA. That old piece of shit that aided and abetted the breaking up of everybody in the 2005 team. Hold on. That old piece of shit motherfucker.
Okay. He in it now.
Now, after providing, I'm going to say he's provided us with this viewing experience that is a motherfucking team. You're going to provide us with this gracious, amazing, and they took away the 83 throwback jerseys this year, you fucking cunt. You're going to provide us with this, and then you're going to... No, they just they used to wear the 83 throwback jerseys on Sundays. It was neat, and I liked it. Uh-huh. Now you want to try and ask for $1 billion for a stadium in the 78? Win a fucking playoff game or die. I don't give a fuck about you. I want Jerry... I assure you of this. There are 5 people that I can think of on the top of my head, including that man. I will outlive them.
Mm-hmm.
I will endure their funeral. I will locate their graves, and I will defecate on their gravesite. Jerry Reinsdorf, I will defecate on your gravesite when you are gone. Okay, what was your question? I'm sorry.
Damn, son. That was wild. That was amazing. That was incredible.
Yeah.
Insightful. That was... Who do you... shit, man. All right, so which organization is worse? The Cubs or the White Sox?
Oh, the White Sox tenfold. The White Sox tenfold. The Cubs give a fuck.
You think they took over? Because the Cubs was in the shit box for a minute now.
For sure, but they turned it around. And I think that
which fan base hates... Which fan base has a bigger hatred, like a love-hate for their team? Is it still the Cubs?
When we get off the air, I need you to go on Reddit and I need you to go on the White Sox subreddit and just start reading any comments. Because you know what you'll see? 30 to 40 people in there that probably need all their sharps and shoelaces taken away.
Okay, watch this. If somebody gave you... If you had a chance right now... And somebody was like, here goes 2 tickets to a Cubs game, 2 tickets to a Sox game. It's the same day, same time. Which one you going to?
I'm gonna go to the place that's not gonna make me piss in a trough. Okay, I'm gonna go to the place that's not gonna make me piss in a trough. Sorry, that's just like, I don't give a shit. All right, you know.
Boy, the fact that it came down to the facility situation. It came down to the facilities. That's wild, bro.
Fucking milkshake. I want the milkshake. I think that's good. That's
like a legit milkshake.
I think that's a good enough. I think we could end it there.
Oh yeah, we in trouble. We gonna title this one Jeff's Revenge.
Yeah. Anything else? Sox got walked off today in Cleveland. By the way, they were up 5-0, and then they got walked off in the 10th inning.
Damn, to the Cleveland racial slurs.
Yeah. Cleveland Caucasians.
Yeah, the Cleveland Caucasians. Word?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, man. Shit, you want to record? We gonna record again tomorrow. We gonna do 2 in a row.
Oh my God. That works for me. Tomorrow's Thursday. That sounds good.
Let's do 2 in a row.
I like it.
Let's do 2 in a row.
Sounds good.
We gonna have some fun tomorrow. I got some shit tomorrow. Let's do 2 in a row.
Sounds good.
Let's do 2 in a row.
Maybe I won't scream.
No, fuck that, nigga. No, we gonna call that segment Jeff's Revenge. We got a new segment. It's called Dude, your rant is perfect. It was great. That face is terrified.
Fuck you. All right, we're done. Goodbye.